Let's talk about what you can do right now. This is very practical, very personal, not particularly airy-fairy, very grounded. We're going to start with the overview of some very simple things you can do in your life. I'm going to call this overview, we're going to call it the B.E.A.P. B.E.A.P. B-E-A-P, but if you allow us, we're going to program in or bring in some beeps that you're going to hear, like a beep of an electronic noise or just a beep. That'll come in to remind you sometimes when you're getting into anxiety and fear and taking it on yourself. So when you hear a little beep, it's a reminder of 4 very simple points. B, breathe. Now, you knew that was coming. Breathing is the best thing you can do for yourself when you're being bombarded with all this energy from Earth and humans and the angelic realms right now. Bombarded not as an attack, but there is a tremendous movement of energy. And we know some of you get very upset with us when we say just breathe, because you want it to make it more complex. So stand on your head and breathe. Do a crossword puzzle when you breathe, if you want to, but just breathe. Breathing moves energy. Breathing moves energy. It was always designed that way from the very time you first started visiting this planet, and it still does it today. Breathing gets you back in your body, because right now, most of you are at least 2/3 of the way out. You're shifting, moving off somewhere else. Breathing gets you back centered, gets the energy flowing. You get stuck a lot. You make progress, then you get stuck. Breathing helps. Breathing is basically spiritual lubricant. It keeps things gliding, keeps things moving. It actually, well, this is St. Germain that says this, not I, but St. Germain says breathing dumbs you down. Dumbs you down, meaning you get out of your head. You stop thinking so much. You get back to basics, simplicity. So take a deep breath. Always take a deep breath. It's that easy. Second one, the E. E is for ease. Ease. If you're finding that there's a lot of struggles in your life, you're finding that everything is difficult and challenging, you're doing it wrong. You really are. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to be intense, that you're not going to feel energy, but it doesn't have to drag you down, doesn't have to drag down your bodies, like we saw this month in so many of you. What is with all of these ailments you're suddenly getting? Body aches and pains this month more than ever. This is because you're making it difficult. It's challenging. Yourself is trying to tell you it should be with ease. If it's not, stop, take a deep breath, and do it differently. Nobody said that you have to suffer. Well, your parents said you did, but nobody else said you had to suffer. The angels, Spirit, Yeshua, any of them will say you don't have to suffer. Do it with ease. You'll find how amazingly easy it can be, particularly if you're back in the breath, you're back in yourself. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to make it easy on the people around you, and they're the ones who are often pulling you down, making things difficult, giving you the challenges. They may continue in their consciousness and in their way, and that's fine. But for you, with the things in your life, the things you want to do right now, it should be done in ease. If it's not, stop. Do it a different way. Some of you take a certain kind of sadistic joy in having things difficult. You subscribe to this theory, no pain, no gain. And it's not true. It should be with ease. More ease, more breeze. It keeps things moving. It keeps the energies expanding. Yes, you can put that on a bumper sticker. But, dear Shambra, if it's not with ease, stop, take a breath, do something fun for a little bit, and then approach it from a completely different way. It should be with ease. The A for our B.E.A.P. The A means awareness. Awareness. You live in a society that has tremendous amounts of hypnotic overlays, going back generation and generation, lifetime and lifetime, age after age. And it's all masked up right now. It's like scar tissue in the consciousness of humanity. People actually aren't aware. Very, very little awareness. They're programmed. They're in the mind. The mind is programmed from ages ago, but especially right now, it's got a new level of programming into it. It comes from media. It comes from mass consciousness. It comes from education. So there is this tremendous hypnotic overlay. Most people aren't aware of their toes. Sounds simple, but they're not. If you're not aware of your toes, it's really hard to be in your body. Most people aren't aware of their physical body. They reluctantly drag it around with them every day, but they're not aware of it. And it is such a beautiful, precious vessel. When you are aware of your body, when you're doing the breathing, it's going to bring more life force energy into your body, requiring less food nutrition. Your body will operate at a more efficient level. You'll stay in your body. When you're floating halfway out your body, you're going to be bumping into things. Have you noticed that these last few weeks, the increased incidence of bumping into things? When you're in your body, you're much more efficient. Being aware also means being consciously aware of the air that you breathe, of the trees outside, of the sky, the birds, being aware of everything in nature. It's almost a shame. It's almost a waste. Some people go through their life and they're not aware of their surroundings. Oh, they're aware of time. That's a big one. Humans are aware of time. But they're not aware of the beauty of nature, the sun on the face. That's only once in a great while that they stop for a moment. Be aware of sounds. Be aware of things you see and smell. Smell, which is one of the greatest ways of waking up the intuition at a divine, sacred level. You realize people's sense of smell is at the lowest point it's been in hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years. It's indicative of the fact that they're not sensing things around them. So it closes down the sinuses, the nasal, the sense of smell. They're in a little hypnosis. Little hypnosis. So be aware, not only of your surroundings. Yes, and I'm saying consciously. Take a look at that tree. Go over and feel it. Put your hand in running water from a river or a stream or in a lake. Just feel it. Don't try to do anything to it. Don't try to do anything other than to be aware. Be aware of the other energies around you. They're coming in like never before. I'm talking about from the angelic realms, from the near-earth realms, the invisible realms. Tremendous attention coming to earth right now. Ones who have crossed over to the other side recently and haven't gone back to the Bridge of Flowers. They're gathering around, wondering what's going on earth. Some of them horrified, some of them excited about coming back in. They're here. They're in the room right now. They're next to you as you're sitting there on your computer. listening to this, you're not alone. They're all around. But there's energies that are coming in also to support and to serve you. One's like Jung, who comes in now, wants to be particularly close, wants to know what you're going through, but also wants to give you some of his thoughts and insights. The angelic beings are all around. You keep asking when they're going to show up, but they're there, and if your awareness is dead, you're not going to feel them. Awareness. And finally, the P, point of presence. Point of presence. Something we've been talking about and will continue to talk about. Some of you know it as the now moment, but we define it here as a point of presence. Where are you right now? Where is your presence? Where is that brilliant, what you would call, flash of light or enlightenment or awareness? Is it off into tomorrow? Well, most of human consciousness actually is. It went out there. It's been out there for months now. They're not in their point of presence. They're out somewhere else, exploring the potential futures, because so many on Earth right now, billions and billions of humans are worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next year. So their point of presence is not here, right now. It's out exploring the potential of disaster, end of the world, end of the days of good things. It's out exploring the potential of fear and anxiety. So, why do you think you've been feeling the way you have lately? You've been feeling them out somewhere else. But you can stay in your point of presence right here, right now. In this point of presence, everything comes to you. When you're out there, it doesn't. It's as simple as that. When you're here, it comes to you. When you're here and you're making conscious choices, it, in a sense, magnetizes you. It causes those things to now start flowing into your reality. You don't have to get specific. You don't have to say, I need $1,000. But if you're in your point of presence and you've chosen abundance, it will be there. In the point of presence, health comes back, vitality, energies, everything in the point of presence. So these very simple guidelines, beep. And when you get out of them, we're going to beep. We'll honk the horn at you. We'll make an electronic noise from your computer. We'll make an odd noise. You're not sure where it's coming from. We're going to beep at you. Are you breathing? Are you doing it the easy way? Are you aware of things around you and within you? And are you in your point of presence? Let's take a deep breath with that.